Okay, so I just came across this new project called ghostty-web, and it's making some pretty bold claims about terminal emulation.
Really? What's so special about it compared to something like xterm.js, which seems to be everywhere?
Well, ghostty-web claims it fixes some fundamental issues that xterm.js has, especially with complex scripts. I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
Wait, are you saying xterm? JS struggles with things like Arabic or Devanagari scripts. That's surprising.
Totally, ghostty-web boasts proper grapheme handling. It's like they're saying, hey, we've got this covered.
That's interesting. But doesn't that assume there's a huge demand for that level of handling?
True, and it does make me wonder if the majority of users even notice these issues in their day-to-day use.
Exactly. And while we're on it, Ghosty claims it uses the same underlying code as the native Ghosty app. That's a strong point.
Right? They say it cuts out the complexity of hand coding every escape sequence. It's like a shortcut for developers.
But is that really a good thing? I mean, if they're relying on a compiled parser, what about flexibility?
I see what you mean. If you're locked into that parser, it could limit customization options. That's a valid concern.
Plus, with zero runtime dependencies, that sounds great for performance. But is it too good to be true?
That's the kicker. While it sounds efficient, I wonder how well it handles edge cases. Performance isn't everything.
Speaking of edge cases, the support for things like XTPUSHSGR is a big win for Ghosty. Xterm. JS doesn't even touch that.
Exactly. It makes you think about how often these small features matter in the grand scheme.
And isn't it wild that there's a live demo you can try out? That's a huge plus for developers wanting to test it.
Right? It's like they're confident enough in their product to let users try it out before committing.
That is a good sign, but I still question how it will hold up in real-world applications.
Yeah, I mean, it's different to read about innovations than to experience them in your workflow.
Agreed. Plus, the installation process seems straightforward. That's a great way to onboard developers.
For sure, but I wonder how it will integrate with existing workflows that already use xterm.js.
Integration is key, especially when developers are often hesitant to switch tools.
Exactly, but think about this. If ghostty web delivers, it could really shake things up in the web terminal space.
True, and if it does fulfill its promises, that might push competitors like Xterm, JS to innovate even more.
That's an exciting thought. Healthy competition could lead to better tools for everyone.
But we should keep in mind that not all innovations equate to better user experiences.
Absolutely, sometimes less is more, and adding complexity doesn't always pay off.
So if ghostty-web can streamline without sacrificing usability, that could be a game changer.
Right? Just think about the implications for developers working in multilingual environments.
That's a whole new layer of accessibility. But will they communicate that effectively to potential users?
Good point, marketing will play a big role here. If developers don't get it, they won't adopt it.
Exactly. And if they can't highlight those unique features clearly, it might just get lost in the noise.
So do you think they're onto something groundbreaking here, or is it more of an incremental update?
It could be both. They're addressing real pain points, but how they execute will determine its impact.
I guess it ultimately comes down to user feedback, right? Real-world usage will reveal all.
Definitely, let's keep an eye on this one. I'm curious to see how it develops.
Same here, it's refreshing to see innovation in areas we might take for granted.
Right, and it sparks the question of what other tools could benefit from a similar approach.
Exactly, if ghostty web succeeds, it might inspire a wave of improvements across the board.
But let's also keep our critical thinking hats on. Not every innovation is a silver bullet.
So true, it's all about finding that balance between innovation and practicality.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. Exciting times ahead for terminal emulation.
Absolutely, can't wait to see how this unfolds. Let's stay curious.